When folks first arrive to the historic village area, as they walk through the toll house, they're going to step into a village square that people would have seen here in the Genesee country in the middle part of the 1800s. We have 68 historic buildings here on the site, all moved from various places, from 13 different counties in and around Monroe County. And they're going to see shops, houses, taverns, stores. It's quite a wide variety of buildings you would have found in any village, small settlement here in the Genesee country between about 1790 and 1884. People always ask us actually how we move the buildings here to the property, because all 68 came from somewhere else. It's been a long process moving them in here, and the best person to share the original vision of the museum, including the Davis Opera House, is Stuart Bolger, our Director Emeritus.
It was Jack Whaley. He was president of the Genesee Brewing Company, and he thought he'd like to have a museum and an art gallery, mostly a place to display his great collection of sporting art. So that was one of the goals of the museum, to set up the gallery and then to rescue some old buildings and form a village. I think he had something like that in mind. To move the building, it was cut in half, top and bottom. The roof stayed on mostly, and then it was carried down about 105 miles from South Butler to this museum grounds. That wasn't a beeline, but that was the route that had to be used to get clearances, bridges, and other roadway obstacles. So it took a while to prepare it for a move, and then to get it on the road with trooper escort. Of course, it took 2 days to get the whole thing from 2 pieces, from Wayne County to this location. And then these 2 pieces were reunited over a basement and foundation walls prepared for it. And it went off pretty much without a hitch, although it was a drawn-out occasion.
When people are here, they tell us they have some favorites when they visit the museum. 2 of our most popular buildings are the Hamilton House, the large Italianate villa structure in the back of the property, as well as the neighbor, the Hyde House or Octagon House. Quite unusual, and folks enjoy walking through, seeing the furnishings, and talking with folks inside. People also tell us it's the experience they have in the buildings with our interpreters that make it their favorites. People come back on a regular basis, stop by, and see our housewives or village cooks in the Pioneer Log House, in the Livingston Backus House, the large Greek Revival home on the village square, and the Jones Farmhouse, where they make cheese on a regular basis. We now offer tastings in those buildings, so folks have a chance to come in, not only see and smell the food we've made for so many years, but they can actually come in and have a taste of what's being made as well on different weekends. We've been developing a number of activities for children to do while they're at the museum. On any given day coming through the museum, people can actually help our cooks knead dough, cut out cookies, work with folks down at our Pioneer Farm area to help gather eggs, help build a fence, do some work in the garden, and work with our spinners in some cases as well. Another thing for kids to do during the summer is our Earth Camp, focusing on our natural history, nature, and ecology through our Nature Center. We can strongly recommend stopping by one of our craft or trade buildings and help the tinsmith do some work in the tin shop. See our potter actually create something from raw clay to a beautiful bowl or pitcher right before your eyes. Watch our blacksmith form a piece of raw metal into a hook or a nail, and on certain special occasions you'll find our spinners actually working on not only spinning but also natural dyeing of fibers in some of our buildings. And some days you'll find a quilting bee going on as well near the Foster Tufts house. So please do stop by any of the buildings where you see a craftsperson or tradesperson performing an activity that's actually lost to many of us today.